this Halloween weekend, ghouls and goblins will come out to play, but one local place said to be haunted is the
Belvoir
Winery in Liberty.
So we, of course, sent Joel and Kerri
Why
there.
wouldn't you? If it's haunted, let's go check it out.
Sure, absolutely. It was kind of scary, too.
It was scary, but, you know, it was a lot of fun.
Here's Johnny.
Wow.
I'm scaring myself.
Part.
Wow. That was
That was
scary.
it. That was the scariest part.
Jack.
A little homage to The Shining. Very little, not much homage, but a lot of little. But anyway, it was a lot of fun, and we are going to have a good time. You'll find out what they do. They take it pretty seriously, too, don't
Oh, yeah.
they?
Absolutely. They
Yep.
take it really seriously. I mean, look at that outfit. He's got the camouflage pants, the vest. He's ready to go.
A special way to record sightings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They
And
can
they have-
record, like, I forget what they call them exactly, but, you know, when there's something
It's not like night vision.
Well, they've got that, but if there's something in the magnetic field that's out of whack, they can sense that.
They've said that about this place for years.
Well, that's true. The new and old buildings. But he said, and didn't he say when we were there, he sensed something.
Yep. And they have more scientific terms, of course, than what Joel and I do. But yeah, they said something's going on there. And they said that that's where they've had most of their sightings and most of their, I guess what you'd call strange feelings,
Yep.
you know, when you walk through the building.
You know, because that site, that used to be the site of an orphanage and a hospital and a home for older folks.
Yep.
And so there are a lot of phases of life that happened there, and they seem to think that maybe that's why there are spirits.
Did
Chris
either
is
of you
concerned.
feel odd at any moment inside?
Well, I was with Joel, so.
That goes without saying. Yeah, exactly.
But we get to see this whole beautiful masterpiece.
I can't
by
keep
Greg
teeing
Steele.
you guys up like this, you know.
Well,
You're hitting them out of the park, which is good.
and on behalf of the entire Washington, D.C. Metro area, thank you for coming back. Because we were all very, very worried. I know President Obama mentioned it in a speech.
I missed that, yeah.
Yeah, it was, so he's back. Yeah, you'll hear more about the ghost hunters here coming up in just a little bit.
Delays are ahead this weekend. The road work you'll want to avoid and the new lanes opening up as well. And Kerri and Joel followed a group of paranormal investigators to a haunted winery in Liberty. Find out what spooked them on their trip. Brenda. This Halloween weekend, ghouls and goblins will come out to play, and one local place said to be haunted, the Belvoir Winery in Liberty.
We sent Joel and Kerri there. All right, Kerri in the newsroom right now with more on this ghost hunt. So, Kerri, how did it go?
Well, good morning. Joel and I have had a lot of fun with the I Dare series, but this one was a little different because this time we teamed up to take on whatever or whoever is haunting the Belvoir Winery.
We ain't afraid no ghosts.
If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? Jesse Limeculer calls C.R.E.E.P.Z Ghost Commandos. His family owns the Belvoir Winery in Liberty. They purchased the property nearly 20 years ago, and the ghosts that come with it.
I heard footsteps on the second floor. I was supposed to meet somebody out here. I went upstairs, looked around, no one was there, and then I saw the person I was supposed to meet was about a half mile away or so.
And the stories go on. From haunting voices and children giggling, some people even claim they have been touched by a spirit. Jesse says this is the place to be if you want to connect with the other side.
Those kind of people actually come this way.
Those kinds of people include brothers Alec and Adam Tillery and their friend Gideon Coyle.
Right now we're up on the third floor of the Belvoir Winery. There have been reports of children's footsteps walking back and forth, and even as loud as almost adult-sized footsteps.
Oh, it's a men's room. That was scary.
And the hunt is on. The Commandos take their roles and their outfits seriously.
When we ask questions, we try to collect data, you know, like a name, a year, or something, you know, that attaches it to an actual experience from years past.
No one's better at getting answers than Gideon.
They're just attracted to the people that are like very calm, probably, and just want to, you know, go out there and just explore the unknown.
I've gotten scared, but, you know, for me, it's a kind of a rush, so. The more scared I get, the better the experience, the better the evidence.
Scary stuff.
Very scary stuff.
Yeah.
And Diane just asked, was that a camera attached to his shoulder? And I think when we were there, you said either that's a camera or it's the ugliest parrot I've ever seen.
That's true.
Yes.
It was, I'm lucky they didn't leave me there, to be quite honest.
So was there any sign of the paranormal when you were there?
Well, there were paranormal guys walking around.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, they did say that one of their little gadgets picked up something in the electromagnetic field. Now,
Yes.
they didn't know what that meant. We didn't hear any voices or anything beyond the normal ones. But it was they were picking something
I will
up.
say, though, we were in the main building, the old,
Right.
was it the school?
Right,
That we were
right,
in the old
exactly.
school, and there are some other buildings on the property, and they said some of those other buildings they've had a lot of activity in.
Like in the hospital, the old
The hospital
I
was a
guess they
good one.
hit stuff there all the time. Scary, scary. Let's go to weather, which isn't too scary for all the little ghosts and goblins as we head into the Halloween weekend. And Greg Steele put that together, and he did a beautiful job. That was very nice. Capitol Federal saving City View camera, and thanks to the guys that were taking us through that beautiful winery. They've done an awful lot of work up there. It's gorgeous. 32 degrees. That's the place where they haven't had to cancel any weekend weddings due to weather in the fall. It's been dry and beautiful each weekend. If you've got a weekend wedding up there this weekend, it's another winner.